Saludos, muy buenas tardes, buenas noches y buenos días, dependiendo de dónde me están mirando y a qué hora y qué día. Rolando Becerra, Houston, a través de www.xradiotVHouston.com, Facebook Live, YouTube, todas esas cosas. ¿Cómo se llama? Twitter y todas esas cosas. Hoy es miércoles 8 de enero 2020. ¿Saben quién cumple años hoy? Cumple 85 años hoy Elvis Presley. Tú sabes quién es ese, ¿no? Por lo menos ese tú sabes quién es. Menos mal. Dicen que está vivo y que trabaja en un Burger King en Kalamazoo, Michigan. Pero yo no lo creo. Lo van a oír cantar en español aquí en este programa, hoy. Hoy también voy a tener conmigo al aspirante al Congreso, Michael Allen, que está por llegar y va a estar sentado a mi izquierda. Antes de que todo eso ocurra, permítanme ponerlos al día con esto de Irán y Estados Unidos y toda esta locura. El presidente habló anoche un discurso previamente escrito, o sea, él estaba leyendo cuando estaba hablando. Y sí, habló muy fuerte, muy firme, muy bonito incluso, un discurso patriótico, un discurso lleno de emotividad y mucha crítica a la administración previa. Yo no vi el discurso en su totalidad, pero vi suficiente para saber que no mencionó a Obama por nombre, pero dijo the previous administration, la administración previa, anterior. Básicamente lo que dijo, y esto fue después de que Irán enviara un montón de misiles a una base iraquí que alberga a elementos militares estadounidenses. Que el presidente lo primero que hizo fue afirmar que no hubo bajas, que el daño fue menor, que no hay problemas. Es más, dijo que Irán parece estar bajando la tensión. Irán lanzó una serie de ataques, dijo, desde hace mucho tiempo, dirigidos por este señor Qasem Soleimani, el muerto, connotado terrorista. Eso sí, no vamos a esconder, tapar, tratar de tergiversar, doblar, manejar las cosas, ¿no? Qasem Soleimani era un terrorista, un carnicero. Sobre él pesaban miles, decenas de miles de personas que murieron y dicen que él personalmente mató a muchos y que cortó mucha cabeza, por lo tanto está bien muerto. Es mejor que esté muerto a que esté vivo. El presidente informó que impondrá nuevas o adicionales sanciones económicas a Irán por los cohetes esos que lanzó. Tiene la opción de ordenar un ataque contra Irán, cosa que no va a hacer, no está inclinado a hacerlo. La otra opción sería reportar una queja, presentar una protesta ante la ONU, cosa que no va a hacer tampoco. Y la tercera opción es, ya, hasta aquí llegó. Sí están enviando 4,000 o más tropas a Irak para enfrentar cualquier eventualidad. El presidente iraní, Rouhani, como se llame, dice que esto es lo que más me llamó la atención. El presidente iraní dijo, sus palabras traducidas, por supuesto, Si Estados Unidos comete otro crimen, recibirán una reacción más fuerte. O sea, después de que Irán lanzó los cohetes, los misiles, lo que sea, no mataron a nadie, no hirieron a nadie, no hicieron daño mayor a una base iraquí que alberga a algunos militares estadounidenses. Después que hizo eso Irán, y Trump ordenó que habrá sanciones adicionales, entonces el presidente líder iraní dice: si Estados Unidos comete otro crimen, recibirán una reacción más fuerte. ¿Saben qué? Esto está arreglado. Dicen que Irán y Estados Unidos aparentemente han estado intercambiando mensajes secretos, pero diplomáticos, a través de Suiza. Estados Unidos no tiene presencia diplomática oficial en Irán. Suiza sí. Suiza es un país neutral, siempre lo ha sido. Donde quiera que Estados Unidos no tiene presencia diplomática oficial, Suiza maneja cualquier situación. Y dicen que a través de los suizos, Estados Unidos e Irán han estado, no sé, intercambiando mensajes. Irán es un país repleto de fanáticos, islámicos fanáticos. Y yo creo que esa declaración, primero que todo, esos cohetes, fue un arreglo. Mi opinión, ¿ok? Rolando Becerra, opinión, no tienen que creerme ni nada, es mi opinión. Yo creo que entre esos mensajes, en esa mediación, intercambio, como ustedes quieran llamar, entre Estados Unidos e Irán, entre los dos gobiernos, se llegó a esto: ok, lánzame una docena de cohetes a este lugar, y entonces yo no voy a tener a nadie ahí. Entonces tú después vas a poder decir: wow, somos unos chingones, mira, le mandamos 12 cohetes, 20 cohetes, ¡viva Irán! ¡Vive el ayatollah! ¡Muerte a América! ¡Muerte a América! Entonces, esos iraníes que no son muy inteligentes, que digamos, se alborotaron todos y salieron a la calle. ¡Wow! Matamos 1000 soldados. La madre le dimos ahí en la torre. Porque es un ataque sin víctimas. Un ataque sin daño. Yo creo que eso fue para que el gobierno iraní salvara la cara. ¿Ok? Porque le mataron al número 2. Porque Qasem Soleimani era el número 2. Estaba sentado a la diestra de Dios Padre Todopoderoso, el Ali Khamenei, el mero mero, el ayatollah. Estaba sentado a la diestra. Y era el comandante en jefe de los Quds. Eso es, los soldados élites de la Guardia Revolucionaria iraní. Así se le llama al ejército iraní. El tipo era el número 2. Estaba en Irak, dicen que planeando más atrocidades contra Estados Unidos y contra Israel. Ok, ¿cuáles han sido las reacciones? Muchas. Mañana están pidiendo marchas por todo el país. Pero fíjense quién las están pidiendo. Rashida Tlaib, Ilham Omar, Alexandria Cortés Osorio, como se llama, Osorio Cortés, Al Green, me imagino que la Chila está metida en el medio, Pramila Jayapal, quieren todos a la calle, everyone to the streets. Estas personas que desgraciadamente tienen un voto en el Congreso están pidiendo al pueblo, a todos, que salgan a la calle a manifestarse mañana y decirle no a Trump, no a la guerra. Guerra que no va a haber. Todo esto es odio a Trump, punto. Odio a Trump. Vladimir, esto es importante. Eso no es tan importante, esto sí lo es. Vladimir Putin y Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad es el presidente de Siria, el dictador de Siria. Vladimir Putin, por supuesto, el presidente ruso. Putin y Assad se han beneficiado de lo que Soleimani hizo y hacía en Siria especialmente. Se dice que las tropas, estas Quds de Irán, comandadas por Soleimani, mataron a decenas de miles de sirios, mayormente dicen de ISIS, del Estado Islámico, porque Putin, Rusia y Siria son aliados de Irán, y ambos se han beneficiado de Soleimani. Ambos han declarado ayer en forma oficial que la muerte de Soleimani fue un asesinato, un acto violatorio a leyes internacionales. ¿Saben quién está diciendo eso también? Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders dice que fue un asesinato violatorio a leyes internacionales. Ilham Omar, la islámica, dice que las sanciones contra Irán ya han causado miles de muertes y que agregar más sanciones es un acto de guerra por parte de Trump. Nancy Pelosi está acusando a Trump de provocación innecesaria. Mitch McConnell, el líder de la mayoría republicana en el Senado, dice que eso no tiene sentido y algo que le perturba a él personalmente y que debe perturbarle a todos los estadounidenses, que líderes políticos como Nancy Pelosi y otros estén haciendo declaraciones altamente nocivas al país. La prensa, por supuesto, en contra de Trump y reportando cosas que son, para empezar, mentiras y en otros casos groserísimas exageraciones. Yo voy a agregar mis 2 centavos, como dicen. I'm going to add my 2 cents. Lo que Trump hizo está mal. Estoy de acuerdo en eso. Pero también enfatizo que matar a Soleimani fue algo inteligente, algo que ya debió haber sido hace años. Bajo ningún concepto se debe atacar al presidente. Bajo ningún concepto nosotros debemos mirar al presidente con odio o expresar cualquier opinión sobre Trump o sobre las acciones de Trump basándose en el odio. Y eso es lo que están haciendo Bernie Sanders, Ilham Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Nancy Pelosi, etcétera, 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 y la prensa. El excomandante de las fuerzas de la OTAN dijo: el mundo es más seguro sin Soleimani. Ya era hora. Ted Cruz: Obama pagó por esos misiles que cayeron en Irak. Mike Pompeo, el secretario de Estado. Obama optó por suscribir, financiar y apaciguar. Nosotros optamos por confrontar y por contener. No, hoy me siento ya satisfecho y tranquilo de que no habrá guerra. No es cuestión de guerra, no va a haber guerra. Yo creo que si ahora lo analizamos desde ese punto, en el punto de que no habrá guerra, entonces es un logro extraordinario por parte de Trump, porque resuelve dos cosas. Elimina a una amenaza, elimina a una gran amenaza y al mismo tiempo desmoraliza totalmente las tropas iraníes. Después de todo, Trump nos sigue sorprendiendo. Interesante. Hoy en el programa, la verdad sobre Benghazi. Hacia el final del programa, yo les he venido diciendo que tarde o temprano las verdades sobre Obama iban a salir a flote. Hay varias investigaciones que se están realizando. Definitivamente Benghazi es un tópico muy importante en el legado de Obama. Hoy yo voy a compartir con ustedes lo que yo he encontrado en esto de Obama y Benghazi. ¿Se acuerdan de Benghazi, donde mataron a 4 estadounidenses, incluyendo al gobernador? También en el programa México está iniciando investigaciones. Se anunció ayer y hoy, entre ayer y hoy se ha anunciado que en México está investigando a Romero Deschamps, está investigando a la Legión de Cristo y está investigando a Marta Sahagún. Eso más tarde. También los Levarón, los mormones, se reunieron con el fiscal de México. Les diré de qué se trata. Y están también anunciando una marcha en México. López Obrador dice que México es el hermano mayor de Latinoamérica. Juan Guaidó en Venezuela ingresó a la fuerza, por la fuerza, a la asamblea. Joe Biden dice que si usted quiere ser ciudadano de Estados Unidos, mejor aprenda inglés. Tengo una nota sobre por qué tantos temblores en Puerto Rico. Una nota sobre el juicio a Donald Trump. El alcohol y las muertes en Estados Unidos. Y la marihuana en Illinois. Ustedes saben, en el estado de Illinois se aprobó la venta de marihuana. En 6 días, en los primeros 6 días de la nueva ley que permite la venta, el uso y el consumo de marihuana, las tiendas se quedaron sin marihuana. Se agotó en 6 días. No duró la marihuana. Ay, bendito sea Dios, como yo me divierto y hasta me pagan por esto. Vamos a la pausa. Cuando regresemos, el joven aspirante al Congreso, Michael Allen, va a estar aquí al lado mío y vamos a hablar con él. Déjenme avisarles algo. La conversación va a ser en inglés. Recuerden, esto no es radio convencional. Esto es internet. Nosotros podemos hacer lo que queramos. Y yo creo que lo mejor que yo puedo hacer es conversar con él en inglés y después hacer un resumen de lo que él va diciendo. O si yo noto que hay algo muy importante que ha dicho, entonces lo traduzco. Pero yo prefiero que la conversación vaya, no sé, con cierto fluido, cosa de que no tengamos que parar y traducir. Es muy importante porque yo le estoy pidiendo a Dios que este muchacho gane. A mí no me importa cuál es su posición en nada, no me interesa. A mí lo único que me interesa es que le gane a la reina y que destrone a Queen Sheila. Ya regreso, no se vayan.
Soy Diego López Maradona y quiero invitarte a que vengas conmigo a aprender a jugar al fútbol, a mejorar tu técnica individual y si tu sueño es convertirte en jugador profesional o conseguir una beca de estudio en las mejores universidades por ser alguien destacado en el fútbol, yo puedo ayudarte. Vení conmigo.
Normalmente en los entrenamientos de los equipos de fútbol se prioriza la técnica y táctica a nivel colectivo por la limitación de tiempo disponible para entrenar y por las exigencias de la competencia. Diego López Maradona es un exjugador profesional con amplia experiencia que ha jugado en países como Argentina, Italia, México y Estados Unidos, y de su mano aprenderás a desarrollar tu capacidad coordinativa y la técnica que te permite tener mayores recursos para hacer frente a diferentes situaciones que se presentan en el juego y de esa manera tomar mejores decisiones y las puedas ejecutar con mayor precisión.
Comunícate conmigo al 281-827-8701, búscame en Facebook y en Instagram como Diego López o a mi Twitter @Diego Soccer Club. Te espero.
La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. Más de 20 años de experiencia sirviendo a la comunidad de Houston con una gran variedad de productos frescos y como en casa, desayunos, antojitos, pupusas, comida de mar, platos internacionales. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 6407 Bisonet Street 77074. Ordene su pedido para llevar al 713-271-1066. 713-271-1066. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 15838 South Postock 77053 Houston 281-809-3232.
Planes de negocio, franquicias, reparación de crédito, fondos de 401k, préstamos, consultor de negocios, formación de compañías, proyectos, especiales, estudios. Llame a Joseph Decker al 832-876-7015 o al 281-347-4355. Tu éxito es nuestro negocio.
¿Tiene una enfermedad y necesita atención médica? Venga a vernos ahora mismo. Ahora mismo. Para usted que no tiene seguro médico, hemos creado una tarjeta de membresía y descuento. Membresía y descuento. Tarjeta azul para atención médica, medicina familiar, urgencias menores, los 7 días de la semana en nuestra clínica en Houston. Por tan solo $30 al mes. Con la tarjeta azul tiene el 30% de descuento en procedimientos laboratorios y rayos X y paga tan solo $30 por consulta. Póngase en contacto con nosotros. 713 Médicos. 713-633-4267.
¿Está buscando un buen seguro para usted y su familia? Tenemos los mejores planes de seguro de vida, casa, carro y seguro médico. ¿Está seguro de lo que quiere? Permita que nuestros representantes le orienten y le brinden los mejores planes de seguro que a usted más le convenga. Somos Viva Financial Group, la agencia número 1 en Texas, con más de 10 años de experiencia. Llámenos sin ningún compromiso al 832-883-7375 para una cita. 832-883-7375.
Cuide su récord de manejo. Pare una orden de arresto. Si usted necesita ayuda legal, llámenos ahora mismo al teléfono 832-276-3663. 832-276-3663. No se arriesgue, no espere más. Llame ahora mismo.
In 2012 I stopped working radio. Y aquí estamos de regreso 25 minutos después de la hora. He's Michael Allen. He wants to be your congressman, or he wants to be some of you people's congressman, because right. I have no idea who's watching or from where.
That's right.
District 18,
District
I believe.
18, that's correct.
Which has been in the hands of Queen Sheila Jackson Lee for 30 years or so. 1990 something. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. But tell us about yourself.
Sure.
Who's Michael Allen?
Yeah,
Why should I, if I lived here, I live in Springs.
Yeah.
If I were to live in your district, and why would I vote for you?
I'm a leader. I've been a leader for a long time. Worked in business for quite a while, and then nonprofit before that. I was a pastor.
What kind of business? What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm no longer employed, but for a period of time, I was the CEO of a landscape architecture firm. I'd like to say hello, Christian Rivas. I know you're out there, so good to hear from you earlier.
Good money on landscaping.
It's pretty good.
Okay. So you're no longer, you're a full-time candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand, I mean, it's a Democratic primary, so you're a Democrat.
That's correct. I'm writing that down.
You're a Democrat, but you don't sound like a Democrat.
Now, what does that mean?
You're kind of conservative. I've done a little digging there. When I have someone come into my domain, my program, my business, I make it my business to learn a little bit.
Of course.
And I think I saw somewhere along the way something like that said, I'm a Democrat, but I sound like a Republican or something along those lines.
Running as a Democrat, yeah.
Okay, you're a Republican running as a Democrat or a Democrat running as a wannabe Republican?
Either, right?
Either.
Yeah.
That sounds to me like an independent. Like you hope to get to Congress and not be subjected to the whims of Nancy Pelosi. But if you win, you'll go as a Democrat. I mean, if you win the primary, you automatically win because ain't no Republicans going to win. So you go to Congress, and how do you confront a situation where, and I'm getting real serious here, where you have Ilham Omar and Rashida Tlaib and Al Green, your colleague here in the Houston area, and the Sheila Jackson Lees of this world, and the Maxine Waters and the Nancy Pelosi's. You know, there's a poll out recently. The Congress itself has 11% of respect or approval, or however you want to.
Well, you gonna let me answer the first one? I got to get the first one.
I am sick of our government.
Yeah.
You know, I love my country. I fear my government. I voted for Trump because I wanted to vote for Ted Cruz, but I wasn't given the chance. I'm a Ted Cruz guy all the way.
Is that right? Okay.
And I was definitely.
Why were you going to go Ted Cruz?
Why Ted Cruz?
Over Trump.
Over Trump.
Everything.
For one thing, and I'm not going to claim to have a relationship with Ted, but I know him. We've talked.
Yeah.
And Ted really, genuinely, honestly wants to do away with the IRS.
Yeah.
Eliminate it, abolish it. Fini, goodbye, adios. And give the tax management to the Treasury Department where it belongs. IRS is actually part of the Treasury Department, but it acts as an independent investigative body. Mm-hmm. And it's abusive. Mm-hmm. And he really believes in lowering taxes across the board, even the richest guy in the country. Also, Ted is patriotic. He loves this country. I'm not altogether convinced that Donald Trump loves it. I think he does. Definitely more so than Obama or Hillary Clinton or any of those. But, you know, I'm a flag waver. I really am a flag waver. And if you love America, you got me. I mean, you got me unconditionally.
Yeah.
So tell me about your politics. I mean, what do you? Let's talk Obamacare. Health. It's important to me. I'm a retiree on Medicare. I'm also I have diabetes, and I spend a fortune on insulin every month, which I think is abusive. So, health care. What's wrong with our health care?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm sure you've thought about that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with health care. I want to go back to a main point that you brought up.
Go ahead.
If that's okay if I could answer it.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
well, I appreciate
two
that.
friends talking, and there's nobody else around.
Okay. Healthcare to me is the same problem as some of the things you're talking about in Washington. For whatever reason, for the longest time, I think Americans put the burden of leadership solely in the hands of politicians who have different reasons.
Well, that's what they're there for.
agree.
We elect you guys and ladies to go take care of business. You represent us. Remember,
Correct.
you're not a congressman. You're a representative,
Yes,
or
sir.
you will be, I hope, a representative. You represent a certain
sir.
number of people. There are 435 of you. You say that that's the problem. Of course it's a problem. So tell me about a solution.
And I think that what you have is this party politics that's going on right now.
Well, we have two parties. And they usually end up kissing each other's butt. So, all this impeachment thing,
Yeah,
politics.
yeah. I want to change that.
How can it be changed?
You asked, what do you do about 8, 10 leaders that you mentioned?
Okay.
How do you change the opinion or the direction of people that you may or may not agree with?
By bringing results. You have to be consequential. You have to, I need to hear you get up on that podium in Congress, in our sacred house,
Yes, sir.
in the house of the people, because
Yes.
it is the people's
Yes.
house, and tell Nancy Pelosi where she needs to get off.
Yeah.
I mean, every Democrat kisses her butt. Every Republican kisses McConnell's butt in the Senate. They control the agenda. Those two individuals. If you want to promote a bill, if you want to introduce a bill, Nancy has to approve it. That to me doesn't make any sense. I believe in a representative Congress. Why do we need a speaker? Why do we need a majority leader, minority whip? They assign you to committees, and they give you an office in the basement if you don't play with them.
Yeah.
There's too much cronyism. They're little cliques. They get together and they control everything. Okay, you can take all the notes you want. Money, the budget, the
I didn't
deficit,
answer the other thing yet.
the deficit. Why not a line
That's
item veto? Line item veto. Why are we allowed? Why are you guys? I'm assuming that
Put
you're
me
a
there.
congressman,
Go ahead.
okay?
Yeah.
Why should you people, 435 of you in the House and 100 in the Senate, why should you be able to add? Oh, wait a second! In the education bill, let me get there. I need $100 million for a bridge in Dubuque, Iowa.
Nowhere.
Why? I mean, what's that got to do with education? Each budget should stick to whatever it is budgeted for. But I understand that in the military budget they add immigration bills and lines about God knows what. I wrote an essay years ago where you guys will be elected as we elect jurors. Mm-hmm. And you'll be there for 2 years. Of course, we're going to check you out, make sure that you're okay. I'm not going to send a drug trafficker to Congress.
Yeah.
But those 435 people are selected by a process of like jury duty. And then you do your 2 years and you're back. You're guaranteed that you can come back to your old job. And then another 435 people will go. What I felt at that time, and this was in the 80s, when I was about to throw up every time I think of Ronald Reagan, because I can't stand the man. I wrote that because I felt that there were too many lawyers. I love a landscaper in Congress. Great. Your mother, you said she works in the post office. Why not have a lady who works in the post office be a representative of her people for 2 years? And you're a landscaper, you do your 2 years. It's like I was drafted when I was young, back in the 60s. I did my 2 years and I came back.
Yeah.
Our system needs renovation, innovation.
Yeah.
It needs imagination. Our founding fathers didn't, if you read the Constitution as I've had, and I love the Constitution, I was talking about it yesterday, it's a magnificent document that everyone should be forced to read and study, because that is such a beauty. Those guys back in the day, in 1774, 5, 6, they had to be brilliant. Their minds, they were so visionary. They wrote a document that is a guide, it's a manual of instructions on how to behave and how to run our lives. We're not doing it. You say, what would convince me to vote for you? Honesty. That's the first thing. Honesty, enough to tell your boss, Nancy Pelosi in this case, or hope not, I gotta do this, Madam Speaker. I gotta do this. Please. This my people in my district sent me here to do this. That's all. That it's not much to ask, Michael.
You want to see renovation,
innovation, renovation, imagination.
and what would that look like?
I told my people already that all this week I've been talking about you. And I said, yeah, I think this is a young man that might surprise the hell out of us.
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm old enough to trust my instincts. I'm old enough to believe in gut feelings. I don't know. And come on, you've got the testicles to go against Sheila Jackson Lee. That in and of itself tells me you got guts, man. Now soon I have to go to a break, but we need to talk about Sheila Jackson Lee. I have to. I talk about her all the time.
Okay.
She and Maxine and Al Green. I mean, I thank you. It's comic relief. Really, it's sad, but it's comic relief because our representatives, our senators and representatives, should not be comic relief. They should not be idiots, imbeciles who stand in a podium there and say horrific things. Obama once said there were 57 states in the union, and he got a pass. I've got stuff here on Obama.
That's leadership. You find 7 more states?
Yeah.
I've never seen.
I've got the truth on Benghazi. Before the show ends, I'm going to talk about the truth, what happened in Benghazi. You say leadership. That's lack of leadership. Because Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, she was notified by the ambassador, send me troops, send me help. I need it. They're going to really cause major damage. It took her 17, 18 hours to respond. By that time, that poor man had been sodomized, and he had been pulled through streets by people spitting on him, kicking him. He was tortured to death. And Obama and Hillary Clinton were saying that reaction was about the video and the lack of respect for Islam. Lie. It has to do, does the name Bird Dog mean anything to you? Sure, the soldier that deserted, and suddenly he wasn't a deserter, he was a prisoner of war, and he was exchanged for 5 Islamic generals from Guantanamo. The two things are tied together.
Rolanda, how many minutes you got left in your section? I want to ask you a question.
All the time you want. I'm here until 9 o'clock.
I want to ask you a question. What is the America that you want to see?
The one that I grew up in.
And what is that?
In the 1950s and 60s, I come from a small town in Florida, Pahokee, you never heard of. It was paradise. I mean, we were happy. Kids went to school. We respected the neighbors. The neighbors looked out for us. You know, everybody was nice to each other. If we misbehaved in school, we were punished accordingly. If we really misbehaved, there was a reform school 82 miles away. And many a time, suddenly, you know, you didn't see Johnny in school anymore. And maybe 6 months later on in the summertime, there's Johnny. Johnny, where you been? Yeah. Oh, I've been in Okeechobee School for Boys. That doesn't exist anymore. Kids now, one of my sons is a teacher. I don't even ever give out his name or the school he teaches at because it's bad.
Yeah.
Kids do not respect the teachers. They don't respect their school. We have young people wearing pants down their buttocks and their underwear showing. How did we get from there to here? Whatever happened to respect? Whatever happened to good behavior?
No belts, I guess, in more than one way, I guess.
This crazy thing in Illinois, they approved the sale of marijuana for recreational use.
Let me go back to that one spot.
Go ahead. Let's go to a break and come back and keep that thought. Regresamos en breve. Vamos a la pausa. And I got to give me some coffee.
Okay.
Soy Diego López Maradona y quiero invitarte a que vengas conmigo a aprender a jugar al fútbol, a mejorar tu técnica individual y si tu sueño es convertirte en jugador profesional o conseguir una beca de estudio en las mejores universidades por ser alguien destacado en el fútbol, yo puedo ayudarte. Vení conmigo.
Normalmente en los entrenamientos de los equipos de fútbol se prioriza la técnica y táctica a nivel colectivo por la limitación de tiempo disponible para entrenar y por las exigencias de la competencia. Diego López Maradona es un exjugador profesional con amplia experiencia que ha jugado en países como Argentina, Italia, México y Estados Unidos, y de su mano aprenderás a desarrollar tu capacidad coordinativa y la técnica que te permite tener mayores recursos para hacer frente a diferentes situaciones que se presentan en el juego y de esa manera tomar mejores decisiones y las puedas ejecutar con mayor precisión.
Comunícate conmigo al 281-827-8701, búscame en Facebook y en Instagram como Diego López o a mi Twitter @Diego Soccer Club. Te espero.
La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. Más de 20 años de experiencia sirviendo a la comunidad de Houston con una gran variedad de productos frescos y como en casa, desayunos, antojitos, pupusas, comida de mar, platos internacionales. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 6407 Bisonet Street 77074. Ordene su pedido para llevar al 713-271-1066. 713-271-1066. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 15838 South Postoc 77053 Houston 281-809-3232.
Planes de negocio, franquicias, reparación de crédito, fondos de 401k, préstamos, consultor de negocios, formación de compañías, proyectos, especiales, estudios. Llame a Joseph Decker al 832-876-7015 o al 281-347-4355. Tu éxito es nuestro negocio.
¿Tiene una enfermedad y necesita atención médica? Venga a vernos ahora mismo. Ahora mismo. Para usted que no tiene seguro médico, hemos creado una tarjeta de membresía y descuento. Tarjeta azul para atención médica, medicina familiar, urgencias menores, los 7 días de la semana en nuestra clínica en Houston. Por tan solo $30 al mes. Con la tarjeta azul tiene el 30% de descuento en procedimientos laboratorios y rayos X y paga tan solo $30 por consulta. Póngase en contacto con nosotros. 713 Médicos. 713-633-4267.
¿Está buscando un buen seguro para usted y su familia? Tenemos los mejores planes de seguro de vida, casa, carro y seguro médico. ¿Está seguro de lo que quiere? Permita que nuestros representantes le orienten y le brinden los mejores planes de seguro que a usted más le convenga. Somos Viva Financial Group, la agencia número 1 en Texas, con más de 10 años de experiencia. Llámenos sin ningún compromiso al 832-883-7375 para una cita. 832-883-7375.
Cuide su récord de manejo. Pare una orden de arresto. Si usted necesita ayuda legal, llámenos ahora mismo al teléfono 832-276-3663. 832-276-3663. No se arriesgue, no espere más. Llame ahora mismo.
Manager.
We're here for an hour.
Campaign manager.
Wife. You can come on.
Estamos de regreso aquí.
I'm trying to get my wife to
Michael tiene una esposa latina, habla español, pero
Hola.
no quiere salir en cámara.
Maybe she'll come
We'll
on
get
a
to
bit.
that in a little bit.
So it's Elvis's birthday.
Yeah, 85.
85 years old.
Yeah, he's not in Branson.
No.
You never heard of Branson, have you?
I've heard of Brinson.
Oh, okay. I go to
Don't you think
Branson.
I am?
I've been going to Branson for 20-some
That's
years.
the 56th state.
There's only 50.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Obama says 57,
Yeah,
but there's
yeah,
only 50.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've had a good chemistry, Rolando. I think we have.
Yes.
I've enjoyed listening.
And you're going to come back several times. I mean, we need to. There's got to be. You surprised.
There's got to be a way to make some.
When we talked on the
headway
phone
here.
the other day, I told you I'm surprised that someone would even attempt
Yeah.
to go against Sheila, especially on the primary. Another
I just
Democrat.
need something to do. You know.
Okay, before we go any further, the 18th district. I mean, it's a safe seat. It's Barbara Jordan, Mickey Leland, Sheila Jackson Lee.
Mm-hmm.
That covers about 50 years right there.
Mm-hmm. That's a long time.
Okay, and it's been a black seat in Congress ever since the districts were designed in such a way as to create that particular black district.
Yeah.
You told me that there is a vast, very numerous Latino
Yeah.
presence
Yeah.
in that district.
In
Unless
Houston
you
and that
have,
district, yeah.
unless you have a ton of money to advertise on TV and billboards and all that,
Which we need, so please donate. We need your help.
you're going to need a lot of help, door to door, grassroots, as it's called, to reach out those Latinos that ordinarily don't vote,
Yeah.
and especially in that district,
Yeah.
because they say, "Hey, why am I going to vote? Sheila Jackson Lee, hello," So
You think we can get the votes in there?
no, I don't know. Look. I'm not a political analyst, okay?
Well, everyone's a political.
Yeah,
analyst.
but I'm irreverent. I love to have fun. I love to tell people what's going on and tell them what I think should go on. I am narcissistic, I'm egocentric, and I'm full of myself.
Attractive.
Okay?
Handsome.
But I'm an entertainer.
Yes, sir.
I can get away with that.
Yeah.
You're different.
Right.
Well, you could say that politicians are also that.
They are. I believe so.
But they shouldn't be. We were talking about why you.
There's an
Well,
element of
they're even saying it here. My dear Lolita, she's a dear friend and part of
Yeah.
our family. Please ask him what are his plans or what would he have changed if he wins District 18. So evidently she's well versed
Lolita.
in what's going
Yes,
on with
yes.
District 18.
Yeah, Lolita, I'd like to answer that.
Eduardo
I'd like
says
to
other things that we won't get to right now. But again, I'm talking too much, Michael. You need to talk. I'm not the guy that's running. You're the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Convince these people to vote for you. Why?
Lolita, I don't know if you can hear me out there. Hope you're
He
still
does.
on. You had mentioned innovation.
Okay.
You have a population in this city. We lead the nation in diversity. We're the most diverse city
That's what I've heard.
in the nation.
I don't know if that's good, but that's what I've heard.
The most diverse. We have a 37% Hispanic population, an equal to Anglo population. In District 18, it is 42% Hispanic, about 37%, 36% African American.
So there's more Hispanics than African Americans.
In District 18.
Are we talking
I don't know if
about?
everybody knows that, but
Are we talking
that's a
about
fact.
general demographics or voting demographics?
We're talking general demographics.
Okay.
Houston can lead the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Lead the nation. I worked in landscape architecture for 5.5 years. I was chief operating officer. I was the CEO. I worked in a church for a certain number of years. I've done missions work. I've traveled internationally. We can lead the nation through innovation. This city can. Now, I made a very small speech about maybe 4 months ago, and it was talking about Houston leading in innovation, Houston leading the nation. Leading goes into territory that is uncharted. Leading goes into situations and circumstances that are new. You mentioned going back.
But again, that's Michael.
Hold
You
on, hold
ask
on.
me. That's me.
No, I know, and I'm listening, and I don't know if we can go back.
No.
But I know that we can go forward.
Yeah.
I know that we can go forward. When you have a district that is diverse as District 18, the plans for the future are in the district. They're in the district. People want a politician to say, this is who I am, and this is what I believe, and this is the way forward. And you mentioned it yourself, how you feel about those representatives.
Well,
I will say this, and I'll say this, one of my first interviews, I'll say this. I'm not a politician. I'm a civic leader. I'm a leader in a community that needs
I like
leadership.
that. I like
leadership.
That. I like that.
If you want to play you want to play politics, party politics, find somebody else.
I like that.
It is about figuring out how to get 37% Hispanics, 42% in that district, 37% African Americans, a smaller but still impactful Anglo population, Asian population, to figure out what they want to do with District 18. That sounds crazy, maybe, because people, I think, sometimes think they don't think a whole lot about District 18.
Give us a geographical idea of the district, from where to where, basically.
Intercontinental Airport, down to about 290 if you go west, comes down through the Heights and through downtown to the port, and then down. So, yeah, it's tremendous. The people that live in this city, you go back to Harvey. And I don't have to tell anybody that's listening here.
Hey,
anybody
my
on the other
house
side
flooded,
of the screen,
okay? My house flooded.
I don't have to tell anybody about
everything.
what happened in Harvey. This city can lead the nation in what it wants to do. Everyone's looking back saying, why are politicians not doing? You don't have innovation. You talked about term limits. I don't know about term limits. We can say 2, 4, 6, 8. What's the magic number? But what I know is this. You put people, what I know to do is you put people with newer ideas at the front.
You know why I'm against, and I know that my buddy Ted came out with a proposal for term limits. I'm very ambivalent. I'm in such a fence.
Yeah.
Sometimes I lean to the right, sometimes to the left about term limits. My problem with term limits is that sometimes you get a good man.
Sure. And then you want him to stay longer. And then you get someone you don't like and you go, hey, term
So
limit.
before we talk term limits, I think we should talk about changing the culture.
Yeah.
Because a political culture in Washington, and I guess Austin is probably as bad. I got another buddy, Dan Patrick.
Yeah.
I mean, he and I are very tight, but we don't agree on much.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the guy.
That's good.
I love the guy. We even
think that's
share
fantastic.
birthdays, same day, same month, same year. He in Baltimore, me in Polk. The culture has to change. The media has to help change the culture. You know, the media used to be respected.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up on Walter Cronkite and on Huntley and Brinkley, on Ed Sullivan.
Here's my question, though. What are we waiting on?
I don't know.
What we're waiting on.
I don't know. Maybe
We're
we're waiting for people like you.
Maybe. I think that could be the case. I think that there's other people out there.
Oh, I'm sure there are other people like you.
If this city is the most diverse, we are already the leaders, and we don't even have to do anything. We're already leading. We lead, and we don't even have to vote into that.
Yeah, but you still have to go to Washington and represent this city.
That's correct.
Okay? And you have to deal with a speaker, and you have to deal with a whip, and you have to deal with committees, and you have to deal with the bureaucracy of the protocol of getting a bill introduced, much less
sometimes
passed.
the assumption is that I wouldn't go there and create relationships just like I build here.
I don't know, Michael. I'm hoping.
I think the onus and the assumption is
maybe I've
that I
become
would
too
play
cynical.
those cards.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe because of my age and what I've seen.
I think it's tough. Right
you know,
now.
there's apathy and there's
tough.
cynicism, and people of my age.
I think it's tough. We've seen a lot. We've been.
We're saying,
yeah.
We're just hanging on. You know, baby boomers driving RVs and singing rock and roll, and then we're first generation that did not leave life better ever in the history of our country. My children are not better off than I was when my father passed it on to me. That is sad. That is sad. Why? I have no idea. We keep mentioning innovation.
Well, let me tell you this.
That's what our founding fathers were, innovators.
So let me tell you this. So Andre and I went to the Museum of Fine Arts not too long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Fine place.
Excellent place. There was an exhibit, the Norman Rockwell exhibit. And for those that don't know Norman Rockwell, I look it up. It's great, American nostalgia painting.
That's Americana at its best, Norman Rockwell.
You walk right past the Norman Rockwell exhibit, and you go into this area. It's photography, American history photography. And it shows the pictures from World War I and World War II into Vietnam, but it sticks around the 1950s, and then it trails off from there. But that's what. And Andre and I were looking, and I was looking at the photographs, and I saw whether young men that were fighting in World War II.
How old are you, Michael?
37.
Okay.
And you see these young men, and you go, look at the way that they're portrayed, and think about the way that people feel about those paintings and portraits. They have pride. A lot of people, my dad's generation passed away this past year, but my dad's generation looks at those paintings and overwhelming pride. And I think that you get those people that say, let's make America like that again, right? Now, you pass through there, and you come to another set of Norman Rockwell paintings, and you find the Golden Rule. And you find the painting, and for those of you that don't know what the Golden Rule painting is, it is a tapestry, a mosaic of different races, colors, ages, genders, etc. And on and on. And what I loved about that is to say, there are people, the population has, more than doubled since the 1950s? We had a 3 million Hispanic population in the 1950s. Now in the United States, I want to say it's like 50-something million. African-American population, 40-something million.
But
But here's what I'm saying, but here's what I mean. The world is not the same as it was.
No.
And it takes people to say, this is the reality today. This
okay,
is how we're gonna
I've got a minute before we go to a break, and you're going to stay over. When you say Hispanic and Afro-American, I call them blacks because that's how I grew up, my generation. Anglos and this and that. I wrote something called Something American, something dash American. Mm-hmm. I hate that. I don't think we should be, I don't believe in Hispanics or Latinos. I think we're all Americans, and that's how we have to approach the future. We cannot be separatist. We cannot.
And Rolanda, what I'm asking you to do, honestly, today, I don't know if I'm getting a vote, but I'm asking you to pass the torch.
I live in Spring.
I'm asking you to pass the torch to someone like myself who says there's got to be a new America that includes people that is dash American.
Okay.
Because that's That's what we need.
But
We need the
back in my day, when I was a kid,
affirmation of the older generation.
when I was a kid, there was Barry and Johnny and Alan and George, and we were all white kids.
Okay.
We didn't go to school with black kids.
Okay.
But there were black kids living across the railroad tracks, and we
Okay.
used to play baseball with them. And there were Willie and Jonas. I remember Jonas. And then we had Junior Rios, Primitivo Rios. We call him Junior because his dad was Primitivo, and we couldn't say Primitivo, so we called him Junior. And we had the Alonso brothers. We never called each other Mexican or black or white. We were kids.
Okay.
We were Americans.
And that's what I'm trying to say, Rolanda. There is a new...
You're married
there
to a
is a new
Salvadorian,
America.
an American
Yeah.
who happens
Yeah.
to have Salvadorian parents.
Yeah.
But she's an American.
Yes.
She's not a Salvadorian American. I'm not a Cuban American. He's not a Mexican American. He's not a Puerto Rican American. Well, Puerto Ricans are American.
But her parents are.
But even if the parents came here, they settled here, they had children here, they stopped being whatever the hell it was that they were before they got here. Once they got here,
that's not true. Well, my mother still holds a green card, and she's not American.
Come on. Your mother,
My mother.
she has a green card.
She has a green card.
She hasn't put her hand on her chest. And
She is not.
why?
And I don't want to bring her into this.
Well, okay, I don't.
I
but,
love you,
but,
Mom.
But I love you too, Mom. But I have a
I don't
problem.
know if she's ready for that.
I have a problem with people who put their. Maybe she's better off not doing it because most of the people who do it, they're hypocrites. They don't feel love for our country. That you cannot change. I don't think that can be changed. What can change is the culture in Washington. Volvemos enseguida, no se vayan. Ok, voy a...
Soy Diego López Maradona y quiero invitarte a que vengas conmigo a aprender a jugar al fútbol, a mejorar tu técnica individual y si tu sueño es convertirte en jugador profesional o conseguir una beca de estudio en las mejores universidades por ser alguien destacado en el fútbol, yo puedo ayudarte. Vení conmigo.
Normalmente en los entrenamientos de los equipos de fútbol se prioriza la técnica y táctica a nivel colectivo por la limitación de tiempo disponible para entrenar y por las exigencias de la competencia. Diego López Maradona es un exjugador profesional con amplia experiencia que ha jugado en países como Argentina, Italia, México y Estados Unidos, y de su mano aprenderás a desarrollar tu capacidad coordinativa y la técnica que te permite tener mayores recursos para hacer frente a diferentes situaciones que se presentan en el juego y de esa manera tomar mejores decisiones y las puedas ejecutar con mayor precisión.
Comunícate conmigo al 281-827-8701, búscame en Facebook y en Instagram como Diego López o a mi Twitter @Diego Soccer Club. Te espero.
La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popusería. Más de 20 años de experiencia sirviendo a la comunidad de Houston con una gran variedad de productos frescos y como en casa, desayunos, antojitos, pupusas, comida de mar, platos internacionales. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popusería. 6407 Bisonet Street 77074. Ordene su pedido para llevar al 713-271-1066. 713-271-1066. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popusería. 15838 South Postoc 77053 Houston 281-809-3232.
Planes de negocio, franquicias, reparación de crédito, fondos de 401k, préstamos, consultor de negocios, formación de compañías, proyectos, especiales, estudios. Llame a Joseph Decker al 832-876-7015 o al 281-347-4355. Tu éxito es nuestro negocio.
¿Tiene una enfermedad y necesita atención médica? Venga a vernos ahora mismo. Ahora mismo. Para usted que no tiene seguro médico, hemos creado una tarjeta de membresía y descuento. Membresía y descuento. Tarjeta azul para atención médica, medicina familiar, urgencias menores, los 7 días de la semana en nuestra clínica en Houston. Por tan solo $30 al mes. Con la tarjeta azul tiene el 30% de descuento en procedimientos laboratorios y rayos X y paga tan solo $30 por consulta. Póngase en contacto con nosotros. 713 Médicos. 713-633-4267.
¿Está buscando un buen seguro para usted y su familia? Tenemos los mejores planes de seguro de vida, casa, carro y seguro médico. ¿Está seguro de lo que quiere? Permita que nuestros representantes le orienten y le brinden los mejores planes de seguro que a usted más le convenga. Somos Viva Financial Group, la agencia número 1 en Texas, con más de 10 años de experiencia. Llámenos sin ningún compromiso al 832-883-7375 para una cita. 832-883-7375.
Cuide su récord de manejo. Pare una orden de arresto. Si usted necesita ayuda legal, llámenos ahora mismo al teléfono 832-276-3663. 832-276-3663. No se arriesgue, no espere más. Llame ahora mismo.
I'll be 41.
Estamos de regreso. Escuchen, todo lo demás lo dejo para mañana. Le voy a dedicar el resto del programa a Michael porque hay mucho que cubrir. Pero la verdad sobre Benghazi mañana, las investigaciones en México mañana, todo lo demás mañana.
So what do we got? We got any more questions?
Vamos a los mensajes. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Fernando Rubio y Rolando Becerra, he and I are always watching.
Okay.
Mi adorada Lolita, Robert Parkinson, Carlos Quijano, el que nunca viene, Mario Alonso, el que siempre viene, Aura Estrada también, Carlos García, Rodolfo Hernández en Carrollton, Verónica Trujillo, Eduardo del Fierro siempre ahí, Elda Moses, igual, Manuel Cuevas, estos son los regulares, Antonio Flores, Conrado con 2 R's, Ortiz, también María Galdames Hernández, Gladys Araujo de Torres, que está con William, y van a ir a Branson conmigo en abril, Ludivina Montenegro, la señora de la música de Houston, mi adorada Luby Carranza, que esta vez sí vas a Branson conmigo, José Sergio Cázares, Milocho Castillo, Gerardo Heredia, mi adorada Besita Michaca, que definitivamente va, Richard García, Dormilón Perezoso, María Díaz, Rosy Garza, Daniel Barrera, mucha gente nueva otra vez, Juan Moreno, ese es nuevo, Esther Morales, probablemente también Luis Flores, no sé, Alonso Barrera, Vladimir Peña con B grande en vez de B pequeña, Rogelio Jiménez, Carolina Lorenzo Valdespino, Federico Marroquín, Cruz Sánchez, José Pacheco, Charles Roberto Farfán, me suena nuevo también, Irene de la Rosa, Neto Chino, Axel Aguilar nuevo, Ociel Kenneth López nuevo, Mari García, Solrac Citro, que realmente se llama Carlos Ortiz, al revés, Carla Estrella, César e Ivonne y César Henderson, que ya fueron a Branson conmigo y probablemente vuelvan a ir.
Let me plug the campaign a bit. Okay. I haven't got a chance to talk about that. Just want to tell everybody, Michael Allen for Congress, running for District 18. Website is www.michael4congress.com. We need your donations. We need your help. We need volunteers.
Okay. Michael number 4.
Michael 4
Michael4congress.com. Fernando, ponlo. Michael.
We need your help.
4, el número 4. Michael, el número 4. Congress.com.
That's right. And this Sunday from 11 to 3 p.m.
Oh, yeah, I got that here.
You got that? We are going to be hosting a Tell Mike event at a flea market off of Airline de Buivaca.
¿Dónde?
Airline, what's the address?
El flea market.
Yes.
En Buey y Vaca.
De Buivaca.
Okay, we
Great tacos, great food.
Yeah.
Come out, say hello.
Sunday from what time?
I'd appreciate it. 11 to 3.
11 a.m. to 3
We'll be
p.m.
taking pictures.
Go.
Follow us on Facebook. My wife reminded me. Follow us on Facebook. And the event is on Facebook. So Michael for Congress. We need your help. We need your support. Share information. But you know, I want to talk about...
La esposa está aquí y le está soplando, le está dando ideas, pero ella no quiere salir en cámara. Derek Cruz, William Torres Rivera, ya saludé a la esposa. Sergio Caballero, con todo respeto, ese background está horrible.
It's horrible?
I like my background.
Sergio, I'm here. It's okay. It's okay.
¿Qué pasa, Sergio? Anselmo Rangel, mi amiguito de Cuba. Bárbara Franco. Bárbara, hace años que no sé de ti, ¿cómo estás? Dani González, Paulo Álvarez. Eduardo del Fierro dice Rolando Becerra for Congress. No, they'll kill me. Anabel Córdoba Vides, mi adorada, ¿cómo estás? Dio Art. Ese es nuevo. Prieta Jaime, nueva. Eduardo Ortega, Aura Estrada, Roberto Pérez, Carlos de la Guardia, otro nuevo, Francisco de la Cruz. Eduardo dice, not being divided as white, blacks, Latinos, just American. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. José Sergio Cázares, Misael Fajardo, Rigo Mendoza, Mario Escobar dice, shit, Rolando, déjalo hablar. We know that you speak very, very good English. I want him to talk.
It's hard. He talks
a lot. We already talked about Lolita. I want him. That's why I'm going to keep him until the end of the hour. Alfredo Holguín Ortiz, Eduardo del Fierro, sube. Conrado, ya lo saludé. Lolita dice, please allow him. I've been trying.
Lolita, that's called respect.
I've been trying. Antonio Rivera, Daniel Cruz. Let's convince people we need new faces in Congress and go vote for the new fresh blood. That's him.
That's right. Thank you, Tomas.
Wake up, people. Sheila, humiliated Mexicans throwing then. Oh, yeah, I know. We got to talk about that. Eduardo López de Casa, Juan Moreno, Elvia Reina, Sonia Rudy, Carolina Lorenzo Valdespino, José Machado, Lolita again. I like that he refers to himself not as a politician, but as a leader. That's what we need. Politicians promised anything as long as they get it, and blah, 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 blah. Alex Tolima, Marco Sotelo, Mauro Ayala, Miguel López, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Talk. Tell them why they should vote for you. Why? I mean, what's your platform? Well, talk about taxes, talk about money, talk about...
Well, it's about people. I think a lot of people want to do that, you know. It's about people. It's about listening to people right now. That's what we're doing. We're listening to people in the district.
What are you hearing?
Not enough yet. More. We need more. We need more people to share what they think.
Why?
And I want them to tell me.
Ustedes oyeron eso, déjeme traducir. Él quiere que ustedes le digan a él lo que ustedes quieren que él haga.
Tell me.
Eso es el proceso. That's how we work. Ideally, we're supposed to. He goes to Washington to represent you.
That's what I mean.
So he needs to know what you want.
That's correct.
Así que ustedes tienen que decirle a él lo que ustedes quieren. El domingo de 11 de la mañana a 3 de la tarde lo pueden hacer ahí en el mercadito. But
now, any good leader will tell you don't get everything.
Okay, you said something about hearing what people are saying. You say that you haven't heard enough.
That's right.
Okay, what do you think are the major problems that need addressing in the district?
Well, I'm going to default back. We haven't heard enough. Haven't heard enough.
Okay, you haven't heard enough. Okay. What are the usual needs, problems, situations that a district, let's talk generic, that a district would need? What are they? Police, education, I don't know, paving the streets, more parks. What is it that a district needs?
Care, respect, listening, kindness, leadership. Those are the things the district needs.
That's a little topic. I mean,
so Rolando, you said, Mike, you're a representative. Here I am representing, and people still want a politician.
no.
Are you
I
sure?
cannot accept that. If you go to the people as people,
Yes,
if you go to your voters as Michael,
that's correct.
not the politician, but the leader,
That's correct.
the person that wants to do things,
Right.
solve problems.
And the first thing I would say
they're not
is,
going to
let's
look
talk.
at you as a politician.
And that first thing I would do is say, let's talk. This is Elvis's birthday, isn't it right?
Yeah.
And he wrote a song.
No,
Can't Fall in Love.
He never wrote a song.
He
but
sang a song.
he sang.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a fool rushing in?
No. What I'm saying is this. You wonder why politicians do what they do, and whenever they start telling you
Okay,
from day one exactly
politicians
what
do
you
what
want to
they
hear.
do because when you get to Washington, you start making $194,000 a year, and you have access to budgets to hire whoever you want as your advisors and secretaries and chief of staff.
$194,000, that's not that much money. I'd love to see the people of District 18 make more money.
Okay. $190-some thousand, and the best retirement plan in the world, and the best medical in the world, and the power that one vote represents in Congress.
Yeah.
And the fact that you handle budgets, and that is monies, funds that go to your office for you to distribute.
That's correct.
And you hire people. You can hire X number of people to be your chief of staff, spokesperson, this, and that. I believe that is why most of the politicians in Washington today are there. They're not there hoping to do good for their voters or for the country. I honestly believe that they're there for the material benefits, not their heart.
I don't know.
When I
don't
said
know.
that you were different, and I'm realizing that I was right, you're different. The one thing that
But I don't want to be different, right? Because that's I know, but I don't want to be different. I just want to listen. I want to listen
okay.
to what people have to say.
But isn't that what every politician? Isn't that
Is
what
it?
Sheila Jackson
No.
Lee said many years ago? I want to listen to you people. I want to listen. I want to go to Washington. I'm going to solve the problem.
You tell me.
That's what most politicians do. They promise things, and then they make believe that they delivered on the promise, and people keep voting.
Well, what else? What other option do you have? What other option do you
What
have?
options? You
That's
coming
what I-
in here and all the media allowing you,
Yeah.
all the media, the conventional media, all the local channels, the network, whoever, internet-based, you coming in on a regular basis
Yeah.
to render
Yeah.
a report.
Yeah.
Okay, people, I'm Michael Allen, Congressman, 18th District. Last week I did this, and that.
Good looking poster.
Okay? I did this, and that. And next week I'm going to try to do this, and that.
Yeah.
Constant accountability.
Yeah.
There
That's
is no accountability
That's right.
in our Congress right
That's
now.
right.
The media.
It's set up to not have accountability, though. Okay. I mean, Rolando, that's my point. It's
Okay,
set up.
then change
it's
it.
set up. It's set. That's the.
Can
the
it
plan.
be changed? Let's say you
Absolutely.
get elected.
Absolutely.
How?
Buy those things that I said. Buy those things that I said.
Tell them. Please ask him what. No, that's an old one. Michael, you need to come back after Sunday.
Okay, let me ask the people out there right now that are listening.
Yeah.
Okay. If I was working at your company and I was your boss, and you had, you were working on a group of people with somebody else, and I was your boss, and before we even had the meeting on the problem, I had already decided what I was going to think. If I walked in and you knew that I'd already decided, would you really tell me what you really think? No, you wouldn't. What you would do is talk behind my back. That's what you do, because it's set up that way. If you want better leaders, pick better leaders. Stop picking politicians. If you want better leaders, pick better leaders.
I like
That's
that.
the bottom line.
I like that, and that
could be a
that makes sense.
tagline right there. It makes sense.
It does. It makes sense, but it hasn't happened.
If somebody comes to you and just starts talking and running their mouth for 25 minutes, are you going to think that they can lead you into anything? No, you're going to have to make a decision. Do you agree with them or do you not agree with them? And then that's it. That's the end of the conversation.
¿Ustedes han entendido eso?
Now, let me also make one more other point.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I want you to talk.
You've got a district that I think is ready for a change. That's what I think. I think the district is ready for a change, and I'm asking you to let me, support me in this process, to let me make it very clear to you that this district needs a change. There is nothing that will be more clear to you about this district needing change than to see a leader next to anyone who is not leading. Anyone who is not leading, you put a leader next to somebody like that, and you're going to see a difference right away. Right away. I'm asking you to take a chance, not on what you have already been told, but what you think it can be. You know, that district is 42% Hispanic, 37% African American, black, based on what you said, Rolanda. What they want to do right now can happen. 42% Hispanic population. If they decide tomorrow this is what they want, that's what they can have. Tomorrow.
You should try to determine that 42%, how many are citizens and registered to vote. That's.
I know that they can become citizens if they want to become citizens.
Yeah, but
I know they can register to vote even now.
But
you know,
voting is in March. You're talking 3 months.
You know, you're talking about. Okay, let me talk about another thing. The Hispanic population that you're talking about that doesn't come out to vote. My question is, why are they not coming out to vote?
Traditionally,
I think I can. I'm going to ask Tomas this question. Maybe he understands it. The reason why I think that maybe they're not coming out to vote, this is what I think, is I'm not sure if they buy into our process. I'm not sure if they buy into what we are doing.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that's right or that's wrong.
No.
What I'm saying is that let's create something that is worth getting behind and worth voting. Not getting your vote. I'm asking you to be a part of the process. Now I'm louder than Rolando.
I've been in this game. Listen, no. I've been in this game for a long time. The media game.
Yeah.
The entertainment business, this and that. Traditionally, Latinos have not voted for several reasons. One, they're not registered to vote.
Okay.
It's been an ordeal through the years to get citizens, people who are already citizens, either born or naturalized, to register, and then an ordeal to get them to vote.
So let me ask this. Latino voters, what do you want to do? You tell me what you want to do.
You said something already about that.
You're going to have people decide your fate for you in a city where you are the majority.
Apathy.
Take a stand. You can decide. You can decide where you want to go.
That's what I mean by changing the culture, not only in Washington, but we have to convince people to vote. You know that there was a presidential election. I don't know which one was it, whether it was Bush father or one of the Reagan ones. We were heavily involved in registering people to vote, and the national percentage of Latinos who voted was 27.
Wow.
27 of the eligible voters. That is...
That's not cool. What do you want to do? Latino voters, Hispanic voters, what do you want to do? Do you want to let your fate be determined by demographics and numbers and statistics, or do you want to make a change for yourself?
That's a great point.
This is your city right now.
That's
right
great.
Now.
Ustedes entendieron eso. Este hombre de verdad tiene ideas muy innovadoras y les está preguntando a ustedes qué quieren. ¿Qué quieren ustedes? ¿Están ustedes apáticos a tal extremo de que ya no les importa nada? Lo único que les importa es que le aumenten $2 la hora al salario o ahorrar suficiente dinero para irse, pero mientras viven aquí.
That's what leadership is.
Leader.
This district is already a reflection of what the United States is. It's not a full demographic.
Okay, we went over the break. Let's hold it for the next segment. We'll be back. That was a great...
Soy Diego López Maradona y quiero invitarte a que vengas conmigo a aprender a jugar al fútbol, a mejorar tu técnica individual y si tu sueño es convertirte en jugador profesional o conseguir una beca de estudio en las mejores universidades por ser alguien destacado en el fútbol, yo puedo ayudarte. Vení conmigo.
Normalmente en los entrenamientos de los equipos de fútbol se prioriza la técnica y táctica a nivel colectivo por la limitación de tiempo disponible para entrenar y por las exigencias de la competencia. Diego López Maradona es un exjugador profesional con amplia experiencia que ha jugado en países como Argentina, Italia, México y Estados Unidos, y de su mano aprenderás a desarrollar tu capacidad coordinativa y la técnica que te permite tener mayores recursos para hacer frente a diferentes situaciones que se presentan en el juego y de esa manera tomar mejores decisiones y las puedas ejecutar con mayor precisión.
Comunícate conmigo al 281-827-8701, búscame en Facebook y en Instagram como Diego López o a mi Twitter @Diego Soccer Club. Te espero.
La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. Más de 20 años de experiencia sirviendo a la comunidad de Houston con una gran variedad de productos frescos y como en casa, desayunos, antojitos, pupusas, comida de mar, platos internacionales. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 6407 Bisonet Street 77074. Ordene su pedido para llevar al 713-271-1066. 713-271-1066. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 15838 South Postock 77053 Houston 281-809-3232.
Planes de negocio, franquicias, reparación de crédito, fondos de 401k, préstamos, consultor de negocios, formación de compañías, proyectos, especiales, estudios. Llame a Joseph Decker al 832-876-7015 o al 281-347-4355. Tu éxito es nuestro negocio.
¿Tiene una enfermedad y necesita atención médica? Venga a vernos ahora mismo. Ahora mismo. Para usted que no tiene seguro médico, hemos creado una tarjeta de membresía y descuento. Tarjeta azul para atención médica, medicina familiar, urgencias menores, los 7 días de la semana en nuestra clínica en Houston. Por tan solo $30 al mes. Con la tarjeta azul tiene el 30% de descuento en procedimientos laboratorios y rayos X y paga tan solo $30 por consulta. Póngase en contacto con nosotros. 713 Médicos 713-633-4267.
¿Está buscando un buen seguro para usted y su familia? Tenemos los mejores planes de seguro de vida, casa, carro y seguro médico. ¿Está seguro de lo que quiere? Permita que nuestros representantes le orienten y le brinden los mejores planes de seguro que a usted más le convenga. Somos Viva Financial Group, la agencia número 1 en Texas, con más de 10 años de experiencia. Llámenos sin ningún compromiso al 832-883-7375. Para una cita, 832-883-7375.
Cuide su récord de manejo. Pare una orden de arresto. Si usted necesita ayuda legal, llámenos ahora mismo al teléfono 832-276-3663. 832-276-3663. No se arriesgue, no espere más. Llame ahora mismo.
Tomorrow that she can come. Eso se llama derecho a réplica. Derecho a réplica es que mañana por la mañana le tengo que mandar un correo electrónico a la oficina de Sheila Jackson Lee para invitarla al programa y darle el tiempo igual. Eso se llama equal time. It's the law. Okay, we've got 30 minutes.
Okay.
We got a break at 40 after the hour.
Get right back at it. Here we go.
Go.
No,
Go. Tell them. Tell them.
Goodness. Yeah. I think that's what it's all about, y'all. I mean, Texas is a leading state. Houston is a leading city. We can make it what we want. And that's what I was telling Rolanda on a break. You know, he's 71. We need the support. People my age, people younger than me, need the support of older people to say, hey, take what we have done, take it to the next leg. This is Leadership Principles 101. This is how you make things better. That's how you run a nation. You know, I'm pretty sold out to this thing. I'm sold out to the idea that we can make this city better.
But Michael,
and you say how? Is that the question?
Wait, I want you. I cannot vote for you because I live in Spring, but there's a lot of people, and I want to tell people I'm going.
Yeah, we need your vote.
I'm going to hook up with you, and I'm going to ask people to send you to Washington because I don't know your politics. I don't know what you stand on any issue yet. But regardless of what issues you stand on and whether we agree or not, and we probably disagree on some, it's only natural.
Only natural.
I'm going to do my best for you to win and you go to Washington. But I need you, and you're going to come back between now and March 3. But that's not that much time.
No, it's not.
If you think about it, you need to get some funding. You need to...
I tell you, it's this simple. I'm telling you, it's this simple. Latino voters, who do you want to vote for? You can change the vote tomorrow. The whole thing is done tomorrow if you go out to vote and if I get your vote.
Okay.
That's how quick. That's
really.
I could do that off of $2.
¿A quién prefieren? Miren la foto. ¿A quién prefieren? Ahí tienen a dos caras.
You'll see it a lot, probably.
Okay.
Don't get tired of my face. My
wait.
wife says she's
Let me
tired of
tell
seeing
them
my
about
face on
Sunday because I'm intrigued about Sunday. I want to see what kind of turnout we can get. El domingo
That'd be amazing.
de 11 de la mañana a 3 de la tarde. Y yo voy a estar ahí. De 11 de la mañana a 3 de la tarde, el domingo, I'm going to give up a football game.
Oh.
A playoff,
playoff
divisional game. I'm going to give it up.
I can FaceTime
for you.
Okay.
Okay? Because there is a a noon game and a 3:30 game. I'll get to watch the 3:30.
Okay.
I'm going to give up the noon game for you.
Wow.
11 de la mañana a 3 de la tarde en el mercadito, en Buey y Vaca, en el puesto de Buey y Vaca. A las 11 de la mañana yo quiero que ustedes vayan y que de verdad le digan a él qué es lo que usted... No nada más que darle la mano, tomarse una fotografía o quizás hacer una donación. No. Hablen. Yo quiero que ustedes le digan a él, y ahí va a haber gente que habla español, la esposa habla español, le vamos a decir a Michael Allen, I want you to do this. Yo quiero que tú hagas esto. Y él va a tener un lápiz y un papel y él va a anotar. Y nosotros también vamos a anotar. Y nosotros le vamos a recordar lo que él promete. Que no sean promesas. So, basically what I said, show up on Sunday.
Yes.
Tell you what they want. Don't just shake your hand and take a picture and give you a couple of dollars for your campaign.
Which is fine too.
Tell you what they want.
That's right.
I really believe that if you can get enough funding, fundraising and politics go hand in hand. It's inevitable. You have to do it because it costs money to run a campaign. And I'm not talking about advertising. I'm talking about paper and this, printing and telephone, and have a little office there and get people out to knock on doors. But I believe that if you put it all together and an all-out effort is undertaken, it could happen, Mike.
I think so. I've seen Salvadorians put on bigger parties with a lot less money than what I got. A lot of pupusas.
But are they going to vote?
Let me tell you something. Huh?
Are they going to vote?
Are they going to vote? That's really
No, the Salvadorians in the party.
Oh, yeah. Some of them I think will vote. But you can still register. Also, voter registration for this primary, March 3rd, closes, I believe, on February 4th? Is it February 4th?
Early February.
So you gotta register by
Tienen que
February 2nd.
inscríbanse para votar, tengan la tarjeta para votar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolanda, I've always been that type of leader who just gets excited about what people want to do, and we got to get somewhere new.
What made you decide to be a politician or run for office?
It's just time. The nation needs better leaders. That's basically what it is. I mean,
are you saying that you were fed up with what you were saying?
No, I was ready. I was ready. At 37, I said, I'm ready to do this.
Go back to when you were 20, 22.
I wasn't ready.
No. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Were you already in the process of getting involved?
I'll tell you, so Katrina happened when I was about 22. And I went down to the Astrodome to volunteer. And my heart was always to do this kind of stuff.
What were you doing at that time?
School, yeah, waiting tables. This is right around 9/11 too. So, my heart had, been there. And I realized I wasn't ready. I was 22 years old. I went down to the Astrodome. I saw so much heartbreak, and it was so difficult to think that I could impact this. I mean,
what could you have done, really?
Well, that's what I mean. What could I have done?
Okay.
What could I have done? I had nothing to offer but a little bit of my time to a situation that was extremely desperate.
We remember.
So I've been working on 15 years on something that I can bring to the American
we all remember the controversy. George W. and FEMA and all that crap. What did we learn something from there?
In what way?
Are we able to affront and face a catastrophe like Harvey? Harvey happened.
Yeah.
Houston
did it.
We seem to get out of it.
Houston did it.
The media made a big deal about Katrina. And we still have people from Louisiana that never left and are still here. You can say what you want about George W. or Obama or Clinton. The president really is a figurehead. Look at Trump.
Yeah.
It is you guys that have to.
So does, I'm talking to the voters again. I'm talking to, I know for the most part we're talking Hispanic voters, Latino voters. Do we need a crisis to decide we want to make a change? Or do we look right now and say, what do we want America to look like? Maybe it's new. Maybe it's a new thing. I don't know what it is. And what do we want that to be? When you think about a Hispanic population in Houston, that is 37%.
Yeah, it's going to be over 50 soon.
1.7 million.
Mm-hmm.
1.7 million people. Mm-hmm. That is what is that? That is about 70% of the population, about 60% of the population in 1950 living in the city of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go, right? What do you want to do? Where do you want this? And by the way, we're talking about an influx from 1950 to 2010, last census. We're talking about a 47 million person increase into the states. You're talking about probably documented or maybe vote, what the census will tell. We're talking about a new population that, guess what, was not part of World War II. You're talking about a brand new set of people that were not part of World War II. The question is, what do they see America as now? How do we get to a place where pride can be instilled again? How do we get to because you got to make that change every time. You get new people in it. You got to make that change. You got to build that. You got to build that patriotic faith. You got to build that pride in the people that you're with.
Michael,
you've got to.
You're preaching to the choir when you say that. However, sadly, what I see is not that.
Yeah.
Maybe cynicism is taking over me. Maybe I'm a pessimistic old guy, But the Latino community in Houston, Texas, and the country is basically young.
Yeah.
Demographically speaking, she's probably in the majority.
Yeah.
Okay, millennials.
But I'm talking to those people. Don't be sad, Rolando. Be excited for us.
I like you. I really like you. I've told you that.
Be excited for
I wish there were
50
more
and
like
below.
you. I have to believe
Or
that
50 and 55, whatever.
there's somebody in New Hampshire and maybe in South Dakota and Kentucky who is a lot like you.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd like to see a younger folk take over where, Nancy Pelosi is going to be 80 this year. Bernie Sanders is 99.
Yeah.
Joe Biden wants to be president at 78.
Yeah.
Look at Congress. Look at Congress and the Senate. My God, Ted Cruz is a young whippersnapper,
Yeah, he is. That's
He's a young
that's
guy
crazy to
at
think
50.
about. That's crazy. He could be my dad.
So, however,
There's not a lot of
patriotism
people.
is something that is, there's a website that I like a lot, CNS News, Conservative News System. And I read essays there. There's a lot of fantastic essays. There's one today about how the media attempts against patriotism. The word patriotism is being made into a bad word.
Okay, well, I'll talk about that.
And it needs to be a good word.
Let me give you another. I said earlier, compare a bad leader to a good leader, and you're going to see that bad leader for exactly what they are. If someone gets onto a TV screen and complains about patriotism and they call themselves a leader,
They're not.
they're not. Because if anything is ever going wrong that I'm in charge of, whose responsibility is that? It's mine. For me to get on a television and to talk poorly about other people and say that's why they're not doing this, you're being fooled into believing that that's leadership. That's not leadership. That's not leadership.
Tenemos que ir a la pausa. Regresamos con el último segmento después. Ay, deja ver.
Soy Diego López Maradona y quiero invitarte a que vengas conmigo a aprender a jugar al fútbol, a mejorar tu técnica individual y si tu sueño es convertirte en jugador profesional o conseguir una beca de estudio en las mejores universidades por ser alguien destacado en el fútbol, yo puedo ayudarte. Vení conmigo.
Normalmente en los entrenamientos de los equipos de fútbol se prioriza la técnica y táctica a nivel colectivo por la limitación de tiempo disponible para entrenar y por las exigencias de la competencia. Diego López Maradona es un exjugador profesional con amplia experiencia que ha jugado en países como Argentina, Italia, México y Estados Unidos, y de su mano aprenderás a desarrollar tu capacidad coordinativa y la técnica que te permite tener mayores recursos para hacer frente a diferentes situaciones que se presentan en el juego y de esa manera tomar mejores decisiones y las puedas ejecutar con mayor precisión.
Comunícate conmigo al 281-827-8701, búscame en Facebook y en Instagram como Diego López o a mi Twitter @Diego Soccer Club. Te espero.
La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. Más de 20 años de experiencia sirviendo a la comunidad de Houston con una gran variedad de productos frescos y como en casa, desayunos, antojitos, popusas, comida de mar, platos internacionales. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 6407 Bisonet Street 77074. Ordene su pedido para llevar al 713-271-1066. 713-271-1066. La Roca Panadería, Tamalería y Popucería. 15838 South Postoc 77053 Houston 281-809-3232.
Planes de negocio, franquicias, reparación de crédito, fondos de 401k, préstamos, consultor de negocios, formación de compañías, proyectos, especiales, estudios. Llame a Joseph Decker al 832-876-7015 o al 281-347-4355. Tu éxito es nuestro negocio.
¿Tiene una enfermedad y necesita atención médica? Venga a vernos ahora mismo. Ahora mismo. Para usted que no tiene seguro médico, hemos creado una tarjeta de membresía y descuento. Membresía y descuento. Tarjeta azul para atención médica, medicina familiar, urgencias menores, los 7 días de la semana en nuestra clínica en Houston. Por tan solo $30 al mes. Con la tarjeta azul tiene el 30% de descuento en procedimientos laboratorios y rayos X y paga tan solo $30 por consulta. Póngase en contacto con nosotros. 713 Médicos. 713-633-4267.
¿Está buscando un buen seguro para usted y su familia? Tenemos los mejores planes de seguro de vida, casa, carro y seguro médico. ¿Está seguro de lo que quiere? Permita que nuestros representantes le orienten y le brinden los mejores planes de seguro que a usted más le convenga. Somos Viva Financial Group, la agencia número 1 en Texas, con más de 10 años de experiencia. Llámenos sin ningún compromiso al 832-883-7375. Para una cita, 832-883-7375.
Cuide su récord de manejo. Pare una orden de arresto. Si usted necesita ayuda legal, llámenos ahora mismo al teléfono 832-276-3663. 832-276-3663. No se arriesgue, no espere más. Llame ahora mismo.
Anderson Cooper, the other little queer, Don Lemon.
Oh, good Lord.
MSNBC has the lesbian, whatever her name is.
He's on the air, right?
We are on the air. I'm telling you, I'm different. Okay? And I'm happy that I'm different because I'm not a hypocrite. And what comes out of my mouth is truth. It's opinion.
Yeah.
It's opinion and it's commentary. But I fundamentally work with the truth. I tell people what I see, how I see it, and what's wrong and what's right. Am I wrong? I don't know. But I've turned out to be more right than wrong, always. So I'm honest and I'm not a hypocrite. So when I say that the media is to blame in a major, major way about the ills of our country, I know what I'm saying because I'm part of the media. I've been in the media forever. We need to change that too. But media corporations are only interested in money and hate Trump. Trump may not be a saint. He's not the best guy in the world, but he's a president. How come they didn't do that to Obama when Obama was dirty as hell? And now Trump might or might not be dirty. I don't know.
Yeah.
Trump is Trump. But at least, in a way, he's honest about, hey, it's me. What you see is what you get. He's not a hypocrite. He could be a lot of bad things, but a hypocrite is not. The media has jumped and attacked Trump in such a ferocious way, and they have attacked anything that is conservative, anything that is pro-USA, anything that is patriotic. They don't like it. Why? I don't know. Maybe because Rudolph, whatever his name is, owns Fox, and George Soros might own everything in the world, and they hate us, so they do things to hurt us. No votemos por los republicanos, ellos no son buenos amigos. Ellos son nuestros enemigos. Víctor, get a life. Ven al programa, Víctor Ibarra, ven al programa mañana si quieres, o la semana que viene, y hablemos de Trump. I'm going to go on Sunday, and I'm going to check out what the people ask you. And then on Sunday, before I leave and go home to watch my football game, we'll decide on a date to come here and do a summary of what questions came up and comments.
You can't call people queers at my event, though.
Why not?
Because it's my event.
But if they are,
Oh,
are they offended by being called gay if they're gay?
if they didn't want to be called that, would you do it anyway?
I guess I would, yes. I mean,
If they said, could you not do that?
if you ask me, I won't do
You
it.
won't do it, yeah.
All you have to do, I believe in please and thank you. I believe in being,
Yeah.
but I also believe in telling the truth. I really do believe in the First Amendment. They are the ones who want to be called all those names, LGBTQ.
Yeah.
They added the Q.
Okay.
What does the Q mean on LGBT? Queer. Because now it's, back in my day, queer. Ooh, you don't say
Yeah.
that. But nowadays, I don't even know what anybody is anymore sometimes. Transgender, transsexuals, they, not he or she. It's a mess.
It's a new world out here, Rolanda.
Yes, it's a new world, but it's a demoralized new world. That's like Huxley when he wrote Brave New World. That's like Orwell when he wrote 1984. Those old philosophers who are full of crap.
But it's like every person that says this is the way it used to be, It's not.
Cualquier tiempo pasado fue mejor. That means any past time was better.
Yeah, everyone always says
I don't believe that. I believe that in my day there were bad things, but we had no internet to find out.
Yeah.
Okay? Nowadays we have to live
Yeah.
with the knowledge that we are not exempt from anything.
Yeah.
There are cameras all over the place. Where's my phone?
I don't have it, I promise.
Oh, it's being charged. Okay.
Okay.
I was going to
We don't
say
have to
this
cut the
little
show for that.
thing.
Hey,
that
Ricardo,
little thing
Ricky,
you
I
got
hear you.
there. Look, that little thing you got there.
This phone.
Is more powerful than the computers that sent a man to the moon in 1969.
It is.
So
That's-
you can do wonderful things with that,
This
or you
is-
can do real bad things.
Yes, you can also crack the screen like I did about 2 weeks after I bought a brand new iPhone.
I'll show
That's a
you
real
mine.
son of a bitch. Right there.
So anyway, you got 10 minutes. What are you going to tell the people in 10 minutes?
Well, let's talk about let's talk about real issues for a second. Let's talk
Okay.
about healthcare. Let's talk about immigration. Let's talk about all
Okay,
this.
immigration.
Okay. Here's where it's always going to start for me. There are policies out there that require both sides to come to some agreement, right? Let's go with abortion as one of those. It requires people on the left to say we care about women's rights, people on the right to say we don't believe in, we're pro-life, we believe in,
the
humanity,
sanctity of the birth of the
that's correct.
child, yes.
Both of those things require compromise. Now, how in the world? Now, I'm not saying compromising your views. I'm saying for us to pass a law that makes sense for people, it requires people to work together. It requires people to work together. In the climate that we're living in right now, how in the world is anything in? People wonder why Congress gets nothing done. You look at the lack of respect that both sides of the House show each other on national television. And you brought up the media, maybe that's the case.
You chose a wrong issue with me, because abortion, the technology, the medical progress that we've had in the past X number of years, assure a woman, if she doesn't want to have a child, she doesn't have to have a child. But once a woman gets pregnant and allows that child, I don't call it a fetus, I think the fetus is a bad, ugly word. When that baby's growing, as a matter of fact, I was talking about it yesterday, you can, I think it's 18 days, you can hear the heartbeat. How could you kill that? So abortion is an issue that does not work with me because there's no compromise. I'm sorry. But let's talk immigration, because there's a lot of room there for compromising.
Now, I'm not saying compromising on views. Compromising on views.
On law.
I'm saying that where are we going right now? Tell me how we get out of this situation right now. That's
okay,
right. How do we get out of those things right now?
Look, as long as we have 435 people in Congress and 100 in the Senate, 535, and they cannot agree really on anything, and judges
So how are we going to get
have
somewhere?
become activists, I think that we have to, state by state, locally, adopt laws that have to overcome the federal issue. Abortion is one of them. I do believe that each state should legislate on abortion without regard for the Congress or the Senate. No, do it locally. Do it where it matters.
So you've got a population again. Let's go back to Houston. Let's go back to the reality of how things get done as a representative. You've got a district that's 30% African American and 42% Hispanic. Do you think that we can get agreement? I mean, we're talking 2 minority majorities. How do we get somewhere on these issues?
I do believe, and
seriously.
this is where you and people like you may come in. I do believe that
In a good
if
way.
representatives really come down to the district and exchange, not town halls or none
That's
of that
right.
crap,
None of that crap.
face to face.
That's right.
You wanted the job, now do it.
That's right. Let someone yell at you.
Walk the streets of your district. Choose a barrio, a certain area on Monday, and a certain area on Tuesday. Don't spend so much time in Washington.
Buivaca on a Monday.
Come
Sunday.
here.
Yeah.
Come here. Come to your people. Your people are not in Washington. Your people are here.
Right. That's right.
So you come down at
That's
least
right.
once a month and spend a week going door to door.
Yeah.
Go to parks where they're playing soccer or they're playing baseball, and talk to them and give them something, not just listen. You gotta give.
By the way, the rest of the world knows this. You look at some of the top corporations in this nation, in the world,
Don't talk
and
to
they
me
know
about
this.
corporations.
Okay, mid-sized companies, small companies, everything in between. There are leaders that understand this. Congress is behind. We're talking.
Okay,
I don't
that's
know how
why-
many years of leadership
That's
they're
why
behind. We're talking hundreds.
You ask how can you get people to agree? Well, people sometimes are hard-headed, or stubborn, or stupid, and you have to talk to all of them.
Every time
You have
that
to
good things
help
happen
them.
in this, that's right. Every time good things happen in this nation, it's because people decide I've had enough, and they don't necessarily take to the streets. They take to organizing. They decide what they want to do because in this nation you can still do that.
Look, we have enough places where you could gather 200, 300, 400 people, manageable.
That's it.
Number.
You know, Rolanda, someone asked me. They said, "Sorry to interrupt. I apologize.
No,
Did I interrupt
no,
you.
it's
Okay, You're
okay.
used to
No,
it. Okay. There was somebody that asked earlier, "What are you going to do for District 18?" The first thing I would do is come into community groups, work with community leaders, work with local businesses, and figure out what they want. It is my job. It is my job to serve a district through leadership. Leadership doesn't mean that I make all the decisions necessarily, right? It means that I serve.
Or that you only listen. Sometimes you have to give them something.
Absolutely.
Tell them, I think
It's
you're
not a
wrong.
position for
you
me.
have to look people in the eye and say, you're wrong.
Sometimes you do.
Yes.
This position, I'm asking you to vote me in, not for me. I'm asking you to vote you in for you. You have a choice of where you want to go. You need somebody that can drive if you give them some general guidance or input. You want somebody to drive you where you want to go? Keep electing the people that you're electing. Keep doing it.
And we ended on that. He'll be back
Oh, that's it for me?
many times. I will offer Queen Sheila equal time. She's not going to come anyway. She knows better.
Okay, let's end it on a hug here, Rolanda. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Gracias. Recuerden, el domingo a las 11 de la mañana en el Mercadito Airline y el 45, ¿no?
I'm listening, people.
¿Cómo?
Invite me to your groups.
Airline y...
Bring me out.
Ven, Tomás, ven. Yo soy medio sordo, yo no oigo bien. Ok, ¿dónde?
8720 Airline
8720 Airline, eso es
entre Gold Bank y Mitchell.
Gulf Bank y ¿qué?
Mitchell,
Mission.
en medio, ahí está.
Pero eso está cerca del 45.
Sí, muy cerquita.
Entonces cuando la gente va por el 45 se bajan ahí, doblan izquierda o derecha según de dónde vengan.
Correcto.
Si vienen del centro hacia el norte es a la derecha.
A la derecha, sí.
y siguen por ahí por la airline hasta que lo encuentren. Va a estar a mano izquierda.
No, a mano derecha está.
A mano derecha.
Si vienen del norte, es a mano izquierda.
Si vienen del norte. Oh, no, ok. Ok, ya te entendí. Mira, ahí está, el 45. Bájense en airline y busquen el 8720. Es un flea market, el mercadito. Y ahí vamos a estar en el Buey Vaca, dentro del mercadito, a las 11 de la mañana, el domingo hasta las 3 de la tarde. I'm going to give up football for that, man.
Yes,
You must be
thank you,
worth
Rolando.
something. I'm banking on you because,
That's
I
a lot
mean,
of pressure.
football playoffs, man.
I know.
Divisional playoffs.
We'll pull it up on a computer.
I don't know which game I'm going to miss. Mañana regreso con la información que no tuve hoy, incluyendo la verdad sobre Benghazi. Gracias a Fernando. Y Gilberto trabajó, hizo algo, de verdad. Miró. Mañana va a estar Quijano aquí, yo creo. Sí, tú no vienes mañana. Puta madre. Quijano y Gilberto conmigo mañana porque la doncella se va para San Antonio. Sean felices, saludables, por favor. No olviden darle un beso a sus hijos y todos los días.
If you want to meet Andrea, come see her Sunday. She doesn't want to come out here right now.
Desde Houston para el infinito, Rolando Becerra. Thank you. God bless you. Good night. Bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, Houston.
Ay, coño.
Soy Diego López Maradona y quiero invitarte a que vengas conmigo a aprender a jugar al fútbol, a mejorar tu técnica individual y si tu sueño es convertirte en jugador profesional o conseguir una beca de estudio en las mejores universidades por ser alguien destacado en el fútbol, yo puedo ayudarte. Vení conmigo.
Normalmente en los entrenamientos de los equipos de fútbol se prioriza la técnica y táctica a nivel colectivo por la limitación de tiempo disponible para entrenar y por las exigencias de la competencia.